Welcome to another bonus edition of Upon Further Review.
Upon further review,
And in this edition, we'll be talking about the Jacksonville Jaguars and the San Diego Chargers. This Week 4 matchup will be on September 28th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. You can catch that on your local CBS affiliates. Well, the Jacksonville Jaguars are yet to win a game this season, as they are a disappointing 0-3 as they lost to the Eagles in Philadelphia, then the Redskins in Washington, and then at home to Indianapolis, as all of their losses have been by double digits, and the last two have been by more than 20 each. So they really have been getting beat up. Of course, now they're going to go to Blake Bortles, even though before the season started they said that they would not play Blake Bortles this entire year. They're just going to sit him. But I guess when you start 0-3, you start to play Blake Bortles. Of course, it doesn't really make any sense, is what they thought. They thought they were going to be 3-0. Come on, this is Jacksonville. Why would you play Blake Bortles if you were committed to sitting him and letting him learn and all that? But I guess he's going to have a baptism of fire. He did get into the game last week. He didn't start the game, but he got 223 yards. And he's going to be looking to start from what, that's the word anyway. So we'll see what he does in his first start. He's going to be going against the Chargers, who they lost in Week 1 to Arizona by just 1 point on that Monday night game. That was quite the game. There's no shame in losing by 1 point to Arizona. Then they beat Seattle in San Diego in Week 2, a very impressive win. And then they went to Buffalo and beat the Bills, and that was very impressive as well. So San Diego, even despite losing Ryan Matthews in Week 2, and then losing Danny Woodhead in Week 3, they just keep on moving forward. They keep on winning. Of course, their running game, has really suffered a huge loss with those two going down. And right now, the Chargers are 26th in the league with yards on the ground per game. Of course, Jacksonville's right there with them at 30th in the league for rushing yards per game. So neither of these teams can really run the ball. Of course, Donald Brown should be getting the majority of the touches for San Diego. And being that the Jacksonville Jaguars are the worst defense in the league with yards allowed, rushing-wise and passing-wise, don't be surprised if Donald Brown actually does pick up some good yards and even gets in the end zone. When it comes to the passing attack, the Chargers are 12th in the league. Of course, a lot of that has to do with the fact that they've been facing some of the top defenses so far this year. They first went against the Cardinals defense, which is one of the tops in the league. Seattle, another top defense, and Buffalo, another top defense. So doing against some really great defenses, and that has a large part to do with why their stats aren't really that great, even though they've been winning games. So they're 12th in the league when it comes to passing yards gained, and Jacksonville is 25th in the league. That's part of why we're going to be seeing Blake Bortles in this game starting. Like I said, when it comes to defense, Jacksonville is just the worst. They're 32nd on both rushing and passing, whereas the Chargers are 10th against the rush, and they're 13th against the pass. So they're pretty decent on defense and more than capable of shutting down Jacksonville. They really should not have any problem there. This game is probably the easiest pick to make this week. The Chargers at home against Jacksonville should have no problem whatsoever. They should actually run up the score. I mean, the one thing is maybe their lack of a running game, but I think that you might actually see a running game somehow develop. Not like they're going to really need it with Rivers' arm. Either way, the Chargers should win this one by double digits. It's really just a matter of how many points will San Diego win this game. That's really the question. And the only chance Jacksonville has is if somehow, someway, miraculously Blake Bortles pulls a rabbit out of his hat and throws for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. I don't see that happening, but that's the only chance Jacksonville really has. Of course, maybe their defense, they do have some talented players on their defense, even though they're the worst in the NFL. So, but on any given Sunday, any team can win, so you never know. But really, this game should be a blowout. But yeah, I'll watch it anyway. I like to see every game and every team and what they do and how they match up. We'll see, how Donald Brown, how he does on the ground. But I expect Rivers to have huge numbers in this game, and I expect the receivers, Floyd and Royal should have pretty good games as well. Gates too, and their defense should have a pretty good game as well. So that's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Very interested to hear your opinions. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did enjoy the show, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe as we bring the recaps from every single game, as well as upon further reviews for every game leading up to game time. We also do a weekly show, The Wedge. Make sure to check that out. And we greatly appreciate you listening, and we hope you enjoy your weekend and all the great football here in week 4.